Video, another match reaction, West Ham United 4, Brentford 2. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and we are on the road to 500 subscribers. If we can get that before this year, 2024 ends, that'll be magnificent, and it'll be a big step towards where we want to get to onto this channel. And share it to somebody who isn't subscribed already. We'll talk more about the bigger picture on the aftermath, which is a series that I do that looks at the match and the context of the whole match in extension. But today I was nervous. Not nervous, like I didn't actually feel nervous. I only really feel nervous when it's a massive game. But what I mean is nervous of what the result was going to be. Now, if you watch my match reaction, you would already know that I was not confident. And I don't think I had any reason to be confident. Even Paquetá coming back, like, we have won 11 games with him and no games without him, from what I've seen. And yeah, Paquetá is a big difference. But we're coming up against a side that always beat us in the Premier League. We have two strikers that always score against us. And one did score against us, even though Johan Wissa is sneaking into a guy who's scored against us a couple of times now. Neil Mopai and Ivan Toney up front. Long day. Ivan Toney tried his best. He had to drop deep and play more of a playmaker, which is something he could do. And the guy is amazing to watch live, if I'm looking at it from an objective point of view. And Neil Mopai is a little rattler. I'm going to actually try and get the video up that I can see the whole Kevin Nolan situation. Because apparently them two had a bit of a clash, but I don't think it was that big. I don't think it was caught on camera, but Sky made a headline about it. But big up Kevin Nolan, proper man. But I think most of us were still worried at 4-1 because we know what this team is like. We know what West Ham is like in general. When we look in general, yeah, like just at the game. Oh, apparently this was at half time, maybe. Oh, it was at half time. I thought it was at full time. But Mopai was in the ref's room apparently. But I'm just really happy to get the win, guys. I'm just really happy to get the win. When it comes to actual performance in itself, we started our first 10 minutes was really good, and the 10 minutes got us 2 goals, but they just weren't marking Bowen. But I'm trying to oh shit, what was the first goal? Yeah, the first goal was a brilliant finish. Near post, no one closed him down. That's what happens when you don't close Jared Bowen down. Bowen still isn't a striker, by the way. Just because he scored 3 goals in the box does not mean he's a striker. He's going to have to do for now. Him and Antonio are going to have to do for now for the rest of the season, but he's not a striker. And you'll see him get goals more off the right wing. I think he should try his best to get into the England squad. It's going to be hard for him, but he should try his best. And that was his first 3 goals of this year, so he's on 14 now for the season. He should still be aiming for 20. 6 more should be fine. If he gets 20, that would be amazing. That would be the first West Ham player to score 20 goals in ages. He scored a hat-trick as well. I'm really happy for Jared Bowen because obviously a legend of this club because of the goal. And in general, just applied himself really well over the past 3 years. And I'm really happy for him that he's added to the hat-trick and that he's back on form. And this is what happens when you play a bit more on the front foot. The manager actually let the handbrake go a little bit today. I think naturally we have this poor mentality of once we're comfortable with a lead, we don't have to counter on it. And I think you still saw that when Brentford scored to make it 2-1. But 2-0 still, like... We like I was just in shock when we went 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes. In the very first 10 minutes. And I was like, what is going on? Emerson is the best left back I've seen at West Ham by far. I know he's only been here 2 seasons, but I'm sorry, Aaron Cresswell. You was actually really good in 2014 to 2016. But Emerson's the best left back I've seen at West Ham, and that's not reactionary. I've not seen a I've not seen a season from a left back at West Ham like this. Well, actually, yeah, since the lockdown season, I guess, because Cresswell's half played at left back, half played in the back three. Did really well in both positions. From 2014 to 2016, Aaron Cresswell was superb then as well. But Emerson is all I want in a left back. Someone who's competent defensively and can really run with the ball. And you can tell the guy used to be a winger when he was growing up. And him and Paquetá are borderline telepathic. They're borderline telepathic. Like, I've not seen a partnership like that since Payet and Lanzini in the 15-16 season. I've not seen a partnership like that in so long. Like at West Ham, the older fans would have seen like a partnership like Machiavelli and Cotti, and that was that. I'm gonna assume that's probably the best all time West Ham partnership. But you're talking about what I've seen. I've not seen much. I've not gone through the worst of times, but I've not gone through the best of times when it comes to this club. Apart from the Conference League, like before the Conference League, I didn't see anything at this club. So I'm really happy with just winning, getting 3 points in 2024. I'm just happy that we got 3 points. Now, for the bigger picture, it doesn't change anything for me. It doesn't give me any hope that we're gonna go on a streak. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna get gassed over one win. I'm very level-headed when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't get too down. I don't get too up. Like, I'm not gonna say some wild things like we won't win a game for the rest of the season. But I'm not gonna say some wild things like we're gonna get Europa League, like we're gonna get top 6. Because I'm not stupid, and I don't think with feeling that often when it comes to this club. Now, what I will say, I'm going to give credit to Paquetá, Bowen, Kudus, Alvarez, who was fucking sensational with the interceptions. Mavropanos was very good at times. And only small little things that I can criticise, so nothing really to complain about. Zuma was on and off. The main criticism of Zuma, I'd say today, was mainly the first goal for Brentford and the clearances. The thing is, the clearances could go for everyone as well because nobody could clear a ball today. I don't know what was going on. You couldn't clear the ball properly, none of you. Ward-Prowse, I thought was okay. I thought he took too many touches of the ball at times, but overall, I don't think he did much wrong. Apart from there was a pass where he wasn't looking, he just mishit it, but he won the ball back twice. So I'll give credit to him for that. But you're experienced enough to just take a touch and just lay it off. But when it comes to on the ball and off the ball today, Edson Alvarez was fucking brilliant. The interceptions were class, and him on the ball was just brilliant. Anyway, we've got my McDonald's hot chocolate. Cheers. Didn't have any milkshakes, so. But going into Everton away, Burnley at home. I don't know who we've got after that, but I know we've got Villa at home in a few weeks. I'm going into Europe. I'm not entirely positive. I'm not entirely negative because we've got Paquetá. But but it feels like the Freiburg Fulham games where we played front foot football for like 2 games and then we didn't do it again. But if Moyes wants to get results, he's got to forget about us defending, like just solely defending. In the league anyway, in Europe it works, but in the league, he's got to forget about solely defending. And what a surprise, by the way, you take Nea Forget out of the team and we win. Don't get me wrong, Zuma deserved to be dropped as well. It should have been Ogbonna and Mavropanos today. Listen, Souček was good off the ball today. He didn't do anything bizarre on the ball. He should have scored a goal. He had about 3 chances that he should have scored, or 2. One of them was offside anyway, but he should still score. It's the point. I thought he was better than usual. I think tackling and getting stuck in is a strong suit of Souček. I've never faulted him for that. I've actually always given him credit for doing that. But it's just on the ball for me. But credit to Jarrod Bowen. We saw the better side of Mohamed Kudus again. This is what happens when you play on the front foot. Paquetá on the left is not ideal because I would like him playing left side of three midfield to combine with Emerson and hopefully a left winger in the future, which should be Cornet when fully fit, when everyone's fully fit. But it kind of works for now, but we're so close. We're so close to like being a consistent team that can play on the front foot and consistently try and go for Europe. I think that could happen with a different structure, a different manager, a different philosophy. But for now, a win was important because we could have been 10th. We could have had Wolves above us and stuff. And I think did Newcastle play? Yeah, Newcastle played Arsenal. So Newcastle, Man United, and Brighton all dropped points. So it was crucial for us to win that. I don't think we're going to catch Manchester United, but with Brighton and Newcastle, if we're still trying to compete for Europe and stuff like that, which I don't think I'm not looking at the table. For me, the season's still done. Nothing's really changed in terms of that. But what I will say is that I'm just happy that we won. There was times in the performance where I thought, yeah, you're doing really good. There's times in the performance where I was like, it's typical West Ham again. But overall, that's all I can say. My throat is killing me right now, so that's all I'm going to do. But I will have the aftermath out this week. So either Wednesday or Tuesday, you'll get the aftermath. And then we'll be looking into the build-up towards Everton. Everton away, a place we don't visit well. But we've got a full week to concentrate on it. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. Any email for Enquiries. Road to 500 subscribers. Please make that happen. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.